guys, it's Bart Simpson and welcome to my channel. I'm just kidding. So yeah, my hands, you might notice that they look a little bit orange. So have you guys ever heard that if you eat too many carrots, your skin is gonna turn orange? I eat too many carrots. No, I'm just kidding. It's fake tan. This is my first time actually ever doing fake tan. I love how it turned out except for my hands. As I've told you guys before, I work at Starbucks and my hands are just like destroyed from working there because you're ripping open boxes, you're hauling things all the time, like you're dealing with hot drinks and your fingers like rub against the same type of stuff every single shift, and so they're like really rough and dry, and man did that tan like stick on there. And I was watching some YouTube videos on how to apply fake tan, and I saw a few where they just use their bare hands and then they like wash it off later, so I was like, all right, let's give it a go. And yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. So I need to get either some like latex gloves or a mitt for next time, but other than my hands, I think it came out really nice. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Anna, not Bart Simpson, and today I decided, originally I was gonna just do like a Victoria's Secret like hair bombshell tutorial, but then I was like, why not do the makeup too? Like, give them both. So first I'm going to be giving you guys the makeup tutorial, and then we're going to do a little bit of like a chatty get ready with me doing my hair, and I will show you how I got these curls. I'm so inspired by the Victoria's Secret models. I get a lot of comments from my friends being like, Anna, like, why do you follow all of these models on Instagram? I'm literally obsessed, but I just think they're some gorgeous, stunning people, and yeah, I totally wish I had their bodies, but I like food a little bit too much. Not that I'm like fat or anything, but I'm not as skinny as a Victoria's Secret model. I absolutely love their waves. They look so like big and voluminous and sexy, and who doesn't want that? And then their makeup is, you'd think that it would be like full glam, intense and whatnot, because these are some like the most beautiful people in the world, but they actually have like glowy, soft, natural, bright makeup, and I think it's absolutely stunning. I think there's so many beautiful ways you can do makeup, but I actually really love that they do simplistic looks on the model. I think they do that as to highlight their natural features because, I mean, they're models, so I mean, they don't need a lot of help. Also, yes, I'm wearing a Victoria's Secret robe right now. It's like real silk and everything. And I'm wearing a Victoria's Secret bra and underwear just to get into the theme of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the back of it really quick. So it's just a really cute, like bright pink robe. Has a little Victoria's Secret label right here. And then on the back it says Victoria's Secret Angel with the wings. I absolutely love it. It's so soft and comfy. It's perfect for just like flopping into bed and being comfy and stuff. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's also perfect for like when you want to practice catwalking in your room. So yeah, if you guys are interested in how to get this makeup look and how to achieve these gorgeous curls, go ahead and keep watching. So I'm going to start out by using my Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth Primer, because we all know that Victoria's Secret models have no imperfections whatsoever. Am I right? Because same. Don't I put on primer so weird? I feel like everybody massages it into their face with like two hands, and then there's me. My one finger. I don't know, I just feel like I get every single place on my face better. It's just how I like to do it. For foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the color Creamy Beige. This is like the closest color I have at the moment to my fake tan, so I need to go shopping. But it will do. Glop it on. And then, since Victoria's Secret models are always like so dewy and glowy and natural looking, they're just gorgeous, I'm going to use this Temp2 BoxyCharm Liquid Glow. I got this as my BoxyCharm, duh. And I love it for a very natural wet highlight, as well as mixing into any foundation that you want to add a bit more glow to. So I'm going to add a lot of that to this. And I'm going to take this Eco Tools sponge. I've never used this before, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm excited to give it a go. It feels nice and bouncy, not too dense, so I'm liking this so far. And I'm enjoying the shape. I feel like you can really get under your eyes. Nice and good. So the more glowy you want to be, obviously the more liquid glow you can add. And I also really enjoy this foundation for like full coverage, but not like so intense full coverage that it looks like abnormally fake. So first impressions, I'm really liking this. It is good. And see how glowy the face is? It's a matte foundation, but girl, we're gonna change that. There's no angel is gonna be matte. We're gonna be shining from the heavens and beyond. For concealer, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Highlighting and Concealing Pen in the color Ivory. I thought it was this side. It's in the color Ivory Into You. I just got it all over my finger. It's cool. And I'm just gonna go in with a pretty light hand because I don't want it to look unnatural. I want it to be pretty light. Obviously I want to highlight and conceal, but I don't want it to be over the top. Just a little bit over here, down the nose, up here. Just because I feel like Victoria's Secret models have such like natural, glowy, light, but perfect makeup. So using that sponge, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce that in. Blend, blend, blend. Using the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder in Creamy Natural, I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer. I'm just going to make sure that there's no creasing before I go in really quick. And I'm going to go ahead and actually set my entire face after this, just because that liquid glow stuff does make your foundation more tacky because, I mean, it's a liquid highlighter. To set my face, I'm going to use this Real Techniques powder sponge. Nice, big, and fluffy, so perfect for just all over setting. For brows, I just popped on this middle brow color in this palette from The Brow Gal. This stuff is bomb. It's so easy to apply. It's pigmented. Makes it super easy and fast to do your brows. I love it. And then just to make my brows like big and fluffy and feathery, I used the Benefit Gimme Brow in 1. For my bronzer, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Warm Bronzer. This stuff is like holy grail to me at the moment. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It has such like a gold, warm, beautiful color to it. And yeah, we're going to be using this today. So I'm going to go ahead and start popping this on. It blends so nicely. They're pigmented. I just love them. You guys see that? Pretty good. And then of course I'm just going to rub a little bit along the sides of my nose just to make it a little bit more snatched, but not over the top. It's pretty natural today. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this bronzer to pretty much frame my entire face. I mean, I do this every single time I do bronzer, but I'm going to have to kind of go ham today because I have fake tan on. So I'm going to make sure that my face matches the rest of my body. And then, of course, this is going to disrupt all those little baby hairs. I don't like them. For blush, I'm going to be mixing 2 different kind of colors for a certain effect that we're going with. So I'm going to use the Milani blush in Luminoso just because it has a very like warm, cute, peachy glow to it. And then on top of that, I'm going to pop on the Wet n Wild blush in Rosé Champagne. This pretty much like doesn't show up on my face because it's pretty much my skin tone, but I like it just to give my face a little bit of like a light bronzy champagne glow, but like you're not gonna get, I don't get a crazy amount of color payoff with this. Well, actually pretty much none. I feel like it gives a very subtle glow to my cheeks without it being like a highlighter or something like that. So as you can tell, I have a bit of like a glowy sheen to my face. For highlighter, I'm going to use that same Temptu BoxyCharm Liquid Glow. And I'm not going to go ham with a highlighter today because I feel like this just gives the skin a really beautiful, wet, natural glow. I know it looks intimidating, me just like splotching this on, but As soon as I blend it out, it looks beautiful. I kind of got a lot on my finger, so I'm trying to just like spread this out. I'm gonna dot a little bit on the nose, a little bit over the cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna blend that out just a little bit more with this tiny little Eco Tools sponge, just to make sure we have no like harsh splotches. And this kind of blends it into the foundation a little bit more as well. So as you can see, it gives a really nice like wet, natural effect to the face. I mean, not natural because we still need to be glowing, but it's not like so blinding and intense. So finally we can move on to the eyeballs. So for this I'm going to use the Naked palette. I just feel like these colors are so perfect for a very natural look. So I'm going to take the color Naked right here. It's like a skin tone color. And I'm going to use this as my transition shade. This isn't going to show up that much because it really is like almost my exact skin color, but that's okay because it's a transition shade. Then I'm going to take the color Buck right here. It's a little bit of like a darker matte brown shade. It's not like dark brown, but it's darker than Naked. And I'm going to start adding this in the outer corner with a very light hand because I don't want this to be a dark smoky eye. We're doing a bit of a smoky eye, but it's not going to be anything intense. It's mainly going to be based around like light shimmery shades. But this is just going to add a little bit of depth to the rest of the look just so it's not all shimmer. And I'm going to make sure that that's all nice and blended with like a giant fluffy brush. Then I'm going to take this gold shade Half Baked. It has been loved so much. I'm obsessed with this gold. With like a big packing brush, I'm gonna lightly dust this over like the middle section of my lid. I'm not gonna make it super pigmented. I want it to be pretty light and soft. Then I'm gonna take the color Sin. It's this really pretty like champagne light pinky white shade, and I'm gonna stick this like all over the inner corner. I'm gonna go ham with this because I want the eyes to be super bright. Bright and light is what we're going for. We're kind of going overkill with this shade. And I'm also dragging that color a little bit under my eye as well. With the smudger brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take that brown Buck color again and start to smoke out that lower lash line. I'm going to take the lightest shade Virgin. It's like a pearly white shade. And with a tiny little brush, I'm going to start popping this underneath my brow bone. And I'm also going to take that and smoke it underneath the lower lash line in like the center portion of my eye. The inner corner portion. So for mascara, I just had to use the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara just because I feel like it really does make your lashes look long without making them look clumpy. They just look very light. And for my lips, I of course have to take the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee because I was looking at so many different pictures of the Victoria's Secret models and I felt like the majority of the pictures they were wearing like a soft, beautiful, cute, like pink lip that was either glossy or like a cream lipstick. So I thought this was going to be absolutely perfect. To finish this whole makeup look off, I'm going to set my face using the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. I literally sprayed like all the way up here. What is wrong with me? My face is here. Come on. Are you guys seeing like how glowy and dewy and bright and youthful this looks? I'm obsessed with it. Why don't I do makeup like this all the time? We're finally ready to move on to the hair. I'm so excited about this part. I love curling my hair. Having my hair curled in bombshell, beachy, big, loose waves is my favorite absolute holy grail way to style my hair. So I already sprayed some heat protectant spray on my hair. I recommend that you guys do that every single time before you apply heat on your hair. It's so important to prevent any damage from happening. And to curl my hair, I'm going to use this Remington curler. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I will absolutely put it in the description box below. I really like it. Look, it matches my robe too. So I don't do anything fancy like tying my hair back in sections when I curl my hair. Not that that's fancy, but yeah, I just do it piece by piece, let it on a few seconds. And I like to leave a bit of the bottom piece like out when I curl my hair, because then it's not all like ringlet tight curls. I mean, it might look like it right now, but just wait till we fluff it out. Just wait. So leaving that extra bit of hair at the bottom really gives your hair more of like a natural loose look. So you can either leave it out or you cannot. I just like to leave it an inch or so at the bottom. And I don't like to take super small pieces at a time, but not like super thick pieces. The perfect amount, you know? You guys, I just got like my hair dyed a few days ago. I absolutely love being blonde. I'm naturally a blonde, but ever since like I hit my junior year of high school, my roots just started getting so much darker, and I was like, wait, no. Because when I was a kid, I was literally like white blonde, so blonde, and I just miss being blonde. I'm never gonna go platinum blonde because that's just not my style, and I feel like it doesn't totally suit me. But being like that bright light blonde, like that beachy, ooh, I love that. But I love this like balayage style because then my roots can still grow in and it looks natural, and I don't have to go to the salon, pay all this money like every single month. I literally only dye my hair every 6 months. So I definitely recommend like the whole balayage type of technique of dyeing your hair for those of you who want to dye your hair but you don't want to spend a crap load of money. So when I like to curl my hair, I like to make sure the hair is like flat, not just scoop it up and put it in ringlet curls, because that is going to give it more of like a Shirley Temple kind of curl, and we want it to be bombshell curl. And if your hair is too long for this, you can absolutely do it in pieces as well. What's your guys' favorite type of hairstyle to wear? Go ahead and comment down below because I want to know. I want to like change up my hairstyles here on YouTube. I feel like it's pushing me to like actually try to be cute sometimes. Like I absolutely love doing makeup, but when it comes to my hair, like my hair gets damaged so easily. I mean, bleaching it doesn't help, but like I don't care because I like the color. It makes me happy. So more often than not, I have natural hair. My hair is naturally wavy, but you know how some days like it'll be like kinked or straight / wavy and just be real interesting. So as you can see, the bottom of my boobs, here they are. Isn't this bra so cute? I am loving it. You guys, when I got this fake tan, I was like, so my chest was like pretty white. I mean, I'm European, so there's not. I tan really nicely though, but I've been a bit lazy bum and I haven't gone to like the beach or the pool or done outside activities lately. I'm like always working at Starbucks. So yeah, I was so happy to get this tan because like, ugh, it makes my chest look all like tan. And then one of my favorite parts was like the butt, because my butt is so white. It's like the moon. And now it's not, and I'm like, my butt's gonna look good in bikini bottoms. I actually have some bikinis shipping right now. They're on their way. I have a pool party to go to for work on Friday, so I'm so excited. I totally just burned myself right then. Don't recommend that. I'm not trying to do a tutorial on burning yourself. I literally burn myself at work like almost every other shift. It's really bad. because we have like ovens and hot coffee and hot water and things are splashing around, and it's just like, my hands are a mess because of it. That's why my hands look so atrocious from this fake tan, because they're so like dry and rough. I'm pretty sure they're rougher than a man's. Did I just turn off my wand? I hit a button. Oh, I did. Let's turn it back on. It's okay, I just turned it off so it's still hot. So as you can see, a little bit of the bottom is still straight, so I'm gonna fix these parts right here. These are fine. Just that little bit that's straight at the bottom, but I'm gonna fix these ones. So remember to keep your hair nice and flat against the wand. I mean, I love you, Shirley Temple, but I don't want to look like a child today. I want to look like I'm ready for the runway. My finger is really hurting from that burn. I hate that burns continue to burn the rest of the day. You know what I mean? It's not just like, ow, that 1 second. They literally hurt for a while, and it's really not fun. We need some like funky music, some like waiting room music while doing this. All right, so as you guys can see, straighter at the bottom. Oh my gosh, I totally like forgot about the story I was just telling you guys. So as I was saying, I dyed my hair a few days ago, and I absolutely love what she did. But I want to go even blonder, so I'm literally going back in a few days. So I'm just gonna be blonder and tanner. I'm really enjoying like this whole fake tan thing going on. Like, I watch one of my favorite YouTubers, I absolutely adore her, is Shani Grimmin. Like, I want to be best friends with her. She's so amazing. And I absolutely love how fake tan looks on her and all these other YouTubers that I watch. And because of it being summer and me just like not being out and about that much lately, I'm like, I kind of want to give it a try. So I just picked up like the Jerkins Instant Glow Natural Sun Deep Bronze Mousse, something like that, and put that on. And obviously I'm not a pro at it, but I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? And I'm thinking about like maybe trying out the Bondi Sands brand as well as like the Loving Tan brand. But I just love how my skin looks when it's tan. Speaking of Shani Grimmin, I love her accent. Like, if I could have any accent that's obviously not my own, I would totally pick to have an Australian accent or an English accent. I think they just make you sound like beautiful and sexy, and they sound so good. What accent would you guys want to have if you had your choice? And actually, like, I mentioned this in one of my past videos. I was just talking about how like my passion in life is acting. I actually played Nancy in Oliver Twist a few years back, and obviously it's set in, oh, there goes my curve. It is set in England, so we had to do English accents, and I had to like sing in an English accent. That was so like weird and hard to do, but luckily it's not like thick, because if you listen to people with accents and they sing like One Direction, they aren't like, that's what makes you beautiful, like they don't sound like that. So luckily I didn't have to be like too thick or anything. But anyway, so I got a lot of practice talking in an English accent because of that show, and I'm just like a goofball, so at work I like mess around with people and I'm always like talking in different voices or different accents, and I'm just weird. But anyway, so they were like, oh my gosh, you're so good at doing an English accent. So yesterday my coworker Nico he dared me to talk in an English accent to the customers, like the next one that came in. And so then a guy came in and he walked up and I was like, hello, and Nico's like laughing like behind the counter, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of people come in after him, and Nico's like, now you have to do it for all these people. Like, you have to keep up that accent while they're all in the store, otherwise they're gonna know you're a fraud. And so I was like, hello, and the guy came up and he was talking to me and he's like, is that your real accent? And I was like, yes. And he's like, where are you from? And I'm like, I froze. I felt so bad. I do not like lying to people. Like, no, it made me so uncomfortable. And I was like, England? Like, no shit, no way. And he was just like, and I was like, yep, England. Why didn't I just say like London? I felt so bad, so I'm so sorry. Man, I'm not from England. I just like their accents. But I'm flattered that you thought that I was. Honestly, I don't know what I did before curling wands. Like, curling my hair before curling wands, like, I hate those clamps. They're so annoying. They like kink your hair. Like, I look at pictures of me at like my middle school dances and stuff, and I'm like, you need a curling wand, girl. Now the hair is curled. You can see that. And then we're gonna go ahead and run our fingers through it. Give it that natural volume. We want to make it a little bit messy looking. Don't mind me and like my posing. I'm just trying to achieve that whole angel look. So if there's any modeling agencies out there, like, hit me up. No. That would be so fun. I feel like I have all of these like dreams. Like, I would love more than anything in the world to be an actress. I love singing. I love doing makeup. I love doing YouTube. I'd love doing modeling. Like, I feel like I'm just so, oh, and I love fashion and stuff like that. Like, I'm just so into the whole beauty industry. It just, I don't know, it makes you happy, you know? So I just like to toss this. I'm gonna go, just as like, so I'm literally gonna toss my hair and like flip it up and down really quick just to give it that nice volume. I literally look like a crazy person, but it's all good. It does the trick. Oh, bam. And there, you guys have it. Look at those gorgeous bombshell voluminous curls. I absolutely adore them. And now the hair is done. So that completes this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and click that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe one as well. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! To my orange hands.